I'm Callie Lewis. You're watching Geek Brief TV. This is Brief 662, Gadget Gifts for Dad.
All I ever wanted on my Christmas morning was you. All I want for Christmas is you, baby.
When we're talking serious photography, Casio isn't the first name that comes to mind, but when Casio started releasing Exilim cameras capable of shooting extreme slow motion, gadget hounds took notice. The EX F1 shoots high-speed video at 1200 frames per second, but it's $999, so it's probably a gift Dad would want to give himself. It's on my list, but let's spend the bulk of our time talking about the two less expensive models. The EX H20 shoots high-speed video up to 1000 frames per second. It has a 20 times optical zoom, shoots 9.1 megapixel stills, and retails for $349. The EX S10 also shoots 1000 frames per second, and it's a pocket camera. It shoots 9.1 megapixel stills and retails for $299. Why are these cameras on the list? Is extreme slow motion anything more than a gimmick? Yes, yes, yes! And I'll tell you why. When we were in New York, we met Trey Ratcliffe at Times Square where he showed me his HDR technique. And Trey is the guy who takes the vivid photos we've been using as backgrounds. He shot this video with an EX F1 using a new technique he's been working on where he rocks the camera from side to side, shooting at 300 frames per second. It creates a dreamy, almost 3D effect that freezes moments in motion. He calls it stuck in motion. Now, if you do get an Exilim camera for Dad, Mom, or anyone else, you probably want to include a link to stuckincustoms.com so they can learn the trick that makes it matter. If Dad is a Battlestar Galactica fan, you've got to get him a Battlestar Galactica LED toaster. It creates toast with a Cylon on one side and the words "frack off" on the other. As it's toasting, a red Cylon eye lights up and moves across the helmet. It's a limited edition thing produced for Comic-Con, and each toaster is numbered 1 to 2000. The price is $63, and the only place you can get one is NBCUniversalStore.com. Different cultures and religions have their own versions of prayer or worry beads to help with focus and stress relief. I think geeks have a version of that too, and we call them Buckyballs, and they make a great stocking stuffer. It's a collection of 216 extremely strong rare earth magnets that can be molded into the shape of a cube. They can be shaped into different patterns or can be worn as jewelry, but mostly they're just a fun distraction. They're available from lots of places, including ThinkGeek and Amazon.com for about $30. If you can live without the super cool Buckyball branding, check out the options at theneocube.com. I'm curious if this is the case around the world, but in the US, dads tend to like to grill. There's something primal about cooking food with fire outside. That doesn't mean we can't add a gadget to the mix. Oregon Scientific makes a wireless talking thermometer that'll tell Dad when the meat's done. The 6-inch probe detects and transmits temperature data between 32 and 572 degrees Fahrenheit up to 330 feet. The probe has a 40-inch wire that connects to the transmitter kept away from the heat. You can tell the wireless receiver what kind of meat you're cooking: beef, lamb, veal, hamburger, pork, turkey, chicken, or fish. Then you tell it how done you want your meat to be: rare, medium, or well done. You can choose to receive between 2 voice alerts or 3 audible alarms that'll tell you when the food's almost ready, and when it's overcooked. It can also be used in the oven. The best price I found was at Amazon for $38. One more, it's not something new, but if your dad doesn't have one, he should. Get your dad an HD TiVo. TiVo has always been good, but with broadband and an HD display, it's better than ever. When I first got a TiVo, it wasn't HD, and I didn't really like that part where you attach it to a phone line so it could phone home to get updates. New HD TiVos can connect to a phone line, but even better, you can connect it to broadband with an Ethernet cable. When you do that, you get access to streaming movies from Amazon Video On Demand, Netflix, Blockbuster, and other sources. You can also subscribe to podcasts and web TV shows like Geek Brief TV in Near HD. We're still working on the format, but having my web shows waiting for me in the same place as my TV shows is one of my favorite things. Brief 662 is brought to you by angieslist.com/geek. Members can use the list to find a physician, a plumber, a painter, or just about any other kind of service provider you can imagine. My promo code GEEK will save you 25% when you join the list. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Callie Lewis. Bye!